Live from Studio 6B in the Fimble Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels Live. How you doing, folks? Can you actually hear me? Welcome to the show. It's been a few weeks since I've hosted a show by myself, and I now remember Patrick talking about YouTube making some changes. There's no longer a go live button on YouTube, so when I start it in OBS, it just starts the stream. And this is either the second or third live stream that I've started. The first one started, and then I was like, oh shit, it's going. And then I checked from a different window and it was not showing up. So I stopped that stream, and then I saw Colin was in the chat just as it was ending the stream. So then I had to delete that, and then it started another one, even though I didn't tell it to, and I had to delete that. And now we have this one that I assume is working. It says we have 5 viewers and 1 like. So yeah, it looks like BB's in the chat. Love you a lot, BB. Want to fancy you. Do I sound okay? I mean, it's customary. I might as well check the feed. Yeah, it looks like BB's in the chat. Love you a lot, BB. Sounds good. Let me try something customary. I might as well check the feed. Yeah, it looks like BB's in the chat. Okay. Well, once again, what I'm hearing is very quiet, but I now think that this is my phone doing some bullshit. So I guess I'll just have to listen intently, or maybe I am just going deaf. I don't know. That would suck. I'm feeling like my vision is not what it used to be, so I'd rather not lose my hearing as well. But it's possible that Patrick may join tonight, although, well, I have no idea. But it's also possible that Kira might join, but I know she's had a lot going on. And Kira was not planning on being available for the show tonight. So we'll see what happens. Welcome to the show, folks. It's kind of cold in the Pran Funkels basement. I'm going to turn my my space heater up since it's, you know, we're in the middle of summer and all, but air conditioning is running and it's pretty cold. I turned the space heater down before I started or attempted to start the stream the first time, and now it's cold again. So I just turned it back up. I'm also, just to disclose information that you don't need to know, but I'll let you know anyway, just to put it all out there. I'm getting drunk texted by a guy that I work with. I don't really know why, but I told him I was just hanging out, and he kept texting me, and I was like, sorry, I'm in the middle of something right now. And then he just now texted me and was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'm texting other people too." So, um, this guy's all right. I don't dislike him or anything, but and I've certainly been there myself where I got drunk and just started texting a lot of people. I was usually not extremely drunk. Like, I don't know if I've ever, you know, drunk texted anything that I regretted. I mean, nothing's coming to my nothing's floating to the top of my head right now. Um, Now I'm watching my Pran Funkels chat, and there's Patrick's got 3 dots bouncing around like he's typing something. Okay, he said he might join. Anyway, welcome to the show, folks. And one of the things I was going to say, I'll wait until Patrick's on because he'll probably have some comments about it more so than I would. I'm drinking a moose, folks. I just opened it.
Another one drinks a moose. Oh, yeah. Another one drinks a moose. And it won't be long till
Right now in the chat, we got KBBBBB7. Love you a lot. It's early for you. And we got BB. So there's a lot of bees in the chat. I guess they're pollinating and whatnot. Yeah, BB is commenting about the space heater. You've probably, I mean, you've probably already heard me explain or elaborate, but I'm in a basement, so the air conditioning blows in here, and it's already not like typically, no matter how hot it is outside, the basement is in any given house, at least in the in this region of the United States, it's usually pretty cool. It'll get humid, but I have a dehumidifier because I found the last house I lived at. I found out it was necessary because, and I talked about this on the show when I first moved to Kansas City, but or not when I first moved there, but when summer started happening, we started getting flies in the basement, and we started getting more and more of them. And I finally thought, you know what, maybe running a dehumidifier might help the situation. And I looked it up, and bugs and a lot of spiders and stuff like that, if you keep the humidity under, I think it's 55, maybe it's 60%. I think it's percent. I don't know. I'm not one of those genius weather persons that just knows everything in the world and is always correct about my predictions of the weather. But anyway, it worked though, folks. The Pran Funkels basement went from having a lot of flies flying around to a lot of dead flies that had to be cleaned up. And I mean a lot. So this being the second house I've ever lived in that had a basement, and also in Kansas City, as soon as it started getting warm outside, I started running the space heater. And let me give you a pro tip, because I'm now a professional. I value your free time, or just value your time and get a hose and hook it up and get a dehumidifier that you can hook a hose up to. I don't know if they exist that you can't, but that bullshit where you have to like dump out the water every time it fills up, you're gonna, yeah, that's, you don't want to do that. You would have to do that 2 to 3 times a day at least, and if you don't do it, then it doesn't work until you dump it out. Anyway, probably too much information, but I found that a hose that you would normally use to hook a washing machine up to either of the water lines, you can use that same exact hose for the back of a dehumidifier and then let it drain into your floor drain. These are things I learned as I think you could call me an adult, but having never lived anywhere with a basement until a year and a half ago. Anyway, we got some more people in the chat here. We got Nick Brissett. How you doing? We got Peter Lalik. And I think that's it. Let me type something in the Pran Funkels chat. Give me a second here, folks. Okay. Well, it was a pretty hot day today. I got ready to mow the lawn, and then I did. Or I'm sorry, I got ready to mow the yard, and then I did. And it was not supposed to be very hot, but the weather individuals were not very accurate. The sun pretty much immediately came out this morning when I started mowing, and wouldn't you know it, it got really hot while I was mowing. But it always feels good to mow the yard and then look at it and feel like you accomplished something, you know? So it's been well, I don't know. I don't know if it's been a long day. It's been the usual Saturday for me, which at one point I would say it was long, but it's just something I'm getting used to now. I was kind of stalling because I was thinking Patrick was going to try to join, but I'm not sure what his situation is. I'd like to thank all of our Patreon subscribers. That's right, my nose is on the verge of running. I don't know if you heard that sniffle type thing that I just did, but that's how cold it is in the Pran Funkels basement. I think it's good for you to sweat your ass off and then be freezing in the same day. That's got to be good for the body, right? BB is asking if there were two 34 gentlemen sitting in a 1987 Nissan Sentra watching me mow the lawn. No, there were two gentlemen parked on opposite sides of the street. One was in sort of a metallic reddish purple Honda Accord. The other one was sitting in a green metallic kind of colored Honda Accord, both from the 80s or early 90s. One of them had a vanity plate that said Lance, the other one said Bill. They appeared to be shirtless, both of them. And one of them, in his back seat, there was a man with a mustache and some glasses. So that's all I know. That's usually what happens when I mow the lawn. So is everybody, is the stream going all right? Gary Busey Burger King's here. I don't have that soundboard loaded up. Sorry about that. I was just trying to get the show going, and I didn't load that soundboard. R.I.P. Wilford, by the way. It still kind of hasn't, it hasn't sunk in for me. It may take a while for it to, the shock to wear off, but too soon, Wilford. We're gonna miss you. We love you a lot. We want to fancy you. We hope you're up there in heaven, floating on a cloud of Quaker oatmeal. Now, folks, I don't know if you can hear my background noise or not, but good news, the air conditioning just shut off. So that's good. All right. Well, what else was I going to ramble about? On the last episode that Kara did of Pran Funkels the other night, she played a clip that Trivia Chris sent in, and he called a local sports show in Oklahoma, and we've talked about this guy probably a couple of years ago. Me and Patrick have talked about Alice Beck. I'm pretty sure we talked about him, but he's this local sports radio guy that's been around since I was a little kid. I remember my dad listening to sports talk AM radio and hearing this guy who it sounds like, well, if you listen to that show the other night, you heard him, but when he gets especially excited, he kind of yells and sounds like he has sour cream in his mouth. He's an interesting guy. I guess he's from New York, and at some point moved to Oklahoma, but in no way, not even the slightest, did he ever lose his New York accent or gain any Oklahoma accent. But he's a big fan of OU, and Trivia Chris called in and talked to him, and at the end of the call told him happy Pran Funkels Day. And that's pretty amusing. And Kira referred to the previous submission from a few years ago that Trivia Chris did, in which he tweeted. I don't think Al Eschbach was on that, but it was some local TV, maybe cable or pay-per-view broadcast, probably of an OU sporting event. But the guy that you hear in the clip that says Happy Prank Funnels Day is actually former OU head coach Barry Switzer, And also, for a while, he was the Dallas Cowboys head coach. I'm second guessing myself on that, but I'm pretty sure about that. I feel like he did that for a few years. Anyway, he's somebody that it's pretty amusing, even though he said prank funnels. But anyway, all right. Well, Patrick's not joining, so I might just start making some calls. I know that's weird, but I think it's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. I got this other window open. I was gonna check to see if I could see the live stream. So I'm waiting for it to load. Yeah, I can see it now. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of that window. Okay. Now I'm gonna call some of these numbers that last week we called a handful of numbers. I have this big list that we barely touched. We mainly called hotels, and there were some decent calls. There's one that I uploaded, and I hope you enjoyed it if you listened to it. It involved a can opener and some Vienna sausages. I guess we can start off with this one. This may have been the first number we called last week, and it kept going to voicemail, but this will be a test to make sure the dialing window is working.
Thank you for calling Jeff.
All right, it's working. I'm going to give him a call back.
Thank you for calling Just for Babies Professional Pet Care Services. We are unable.
Please enter your password, then press pound.
Ah, God damn you. Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. This number is not valid. Please enter your password, then press pound.
Okay, folks. Hopefully you can hear me right now. I'm going to exit out of these dialing windows and reopen them. Waiting for it to exit out. There we go. It was freezing up my computer like it tends to do if it's been open for a while. God damn it. Let's open 2 of those just in case we get an incoming call. Kira talked about the new home office, and I believe it is Humansville with an S. And when I hear that song, I believe it's called Human by the Human League. Is that what the artist is of that song? Unfortunately, I don't enjoy it because I heard it too many times at work on Kiss FM. We play all your favorite hits from the 80s over and over. And the first several times I heard it back, before I got sick of it, I would hear the beginning and I'd get a little bit excited because I would hear the beat and it sounds a lot like Shout by Tears for Fears, but then it's not. And I don't think I disliked the song. But then I, like every other song that they would play and I would hear every day at work, I got really fucking sick of it. So, yeah, that's the Shinola on that. All right, let's try this number. I'm not sure if we called this last week. Didn't hear the ding dong. There it
Hello,
is.
you reached the voicemail for Change Now CrossFit. Sorry we weren't able to answer your call. Please leave your name.
Hi.
There's a peach flavored crease on the side.
Blansted. Okay,
You can
bye.
give us, call us back. Blake wants to touch base and see
I
how
want to touch you.
it feels inside your mouth. Okay, thanks.
I want to touch your
To simply leave
husband.
your message, press 1. Otherwise, to hear it, press 2. To re-record the message, press
Loud
3.
buzzing going on.
If you need
Hi,
something
it's me,
else,
I'm
press 0.
Hello.
Yes,
I'm gonna
yeah,
add
buzzing.
to
What
it.
the fuck is that?
And let me unplug.
You're recording a message. To simply leave
am
your
I?
message, press 1.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, to
Short-term
hear
memory,
it,
man.
press
Think
2. To re-record the message, press 3. To continue the message, press 4. If you don't want to leave a message after all, press 6. Please continue
hear that the same
recording
way I
after
did?
the tone.
Yeah.
The man.
Hi, this is Blake. Hello. Hello. I like lasagna and chocolate milk. And I put them in a blender because I ate it. And that's the way I like it. And that's the way it is. I'm Walter Cronkite. Goodbye.
There's gum.
This is Blake.
To
Call me
simply leave
back,
your
okay?
message, press 1. Otherwise, to hear it, press 2. To re-
Hi.
There's a peach flavored crease on the side.
Blansted. Okay,
You can
bye.
give us, call us back. Blake wants to touch base and see
I
how
want to touch you.
it feels inside your mouth. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Inside your mouth
Man.
is what I said.
Hi, this is Blake.
I heard
Hello.
I don't know
Hello.
if the audience heard it.
I like lasagna.
And
I put
chocolate
them in a
milk.
blender
Yeah.
because I ate it. And that's the way
Play the
I
message
like it.
again and see
And that's
if we're just
the
getting a break
way it is.
while we're hearing
I'm
it.
Walter Cronkite.
Hi. There's a peach flavored crease
Someone's playing a didgeridoo
on
in my
your-
basement.
on the side.
Blamstead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can
bye.
give us, yeah, call us back. Blake
Is
wants
that you,
to
KBBB?
touch base and see
I
how
want to touch you.
it feels inside your mouth. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thanks.
we heard it that time.
Yeah.
It's just a
Man.
random.
Hi, that's just like, hello? Hello? I like lasagna. And I put them in a blender because
Okay,
I ate
that
it.
did cut out.
And that's the way I like
Yeah.
it.
That was a real
And
cutout.
The way it is. I'm Walter Cronkite. Goodbye.
There's gum.
To simply leave your message, press 1. Otherwise, to hear it, press to send the message with the options currently selected. Urgent. To send the message with the options currently selected, press 1. To change the priority setting, press 2. To change message sent. Thanks for the message. To leave a message for someone else, press
Yeah, fuck off.
This fart is urgent. This gas. Hey everybody, I'm looking in the chat. BB says I like the lasagna voice.
Hopefully you weren't hearing that buzzing through the whole show so far.
Yes, there's a weird. I mean, it's not.
Well,
It's
I
just
had
been kind
my
of intermittent. But what
I
makes
had my
that sound?
phone I had my phone plugged in charging, and I kind of forgot that it was plugged in, so it should
Okay.
be gone now, hopefully.
Okay.
But
Okay.
apparently anytime I'm plugged in to anything involving my microphone, suddenly in this basement, well, suddenly as of a month or so ago, there's like a lot of interference. So
All right.
it's
Good to know.
probably the 5G networks that are poisoning us and causing COVID to be, well, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the cause of it. So yeah, here's the weird thing. I was asleep and I just happened to wake up and I looked at the chat where you were talking about starting the session at starting without you knowing in our, and I went, oh shit, and then I went to the live stream and it started immediately and I thought, oh, this has got to be like a fuck up or something. There's no way I tuned in exactly when you started, but yeah, I did. And so like right when you actually started the show. So yeah, that's and I thought, yeah, I caught the show. So anyway, just decided to drop in here and say hello to Funds and Richie.
Well, I was going to bring something up unless you were going to say something.
Nope. Go ahead.
According to my sources, or my source, I would like to say happy, well, if I were saying this before midnight, I would like to say happy 808 day. Apparently was the 40th anniversary of the 808, August 8th,
August
08, 1980, 0808.
Was when it was introduced, really?
I didn't do a whole lot of research. I just saw a post about it.
The TR-808?
Yeah.
The Roland. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and I think I said something on the last show about thinking that
it did come up,
came
I
out in
think.
like 83 or something like that, but then I actually researched it while I was listening back at work, and no, it came out in like 1980, so yeah.
And of that, I wanted to play something that's not actually using that, but a gentleman who was inspired by it and attempted to make the Sega Genesis sound like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's Yuzo Koshiro.
Yep, Koshiro.
And here's one of my favorite tunes, at least off the top of my head, from Streets of Rage. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
We got a little bit of violent breathing.
Okay.
I
Was
had a
that
lot
all?
of,
Was
I
that
had a
all
lot of-
fucked up?
yeah, I had a lot of sound dropouts on my end, and I didn't know. Like, for the people listening, however you were hearing it, they should have heard it. But on my end through Zoom, there was a lot of dropouts and.
Yeah. Well, that's also what I heard.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So is that your computer taking a shit or what?
I think it's Chrome taking a shit.
Yeah. Chrome's a problem.
Slash my computer. Yeah.
Chrome is a big resource hog. That's
It is. Yeah.
kind of pinpointed that as a problem with if I'm trying to do something kind of complicated with Chrome while I'm broadcasting, a lot of times the Zoom fucks up. But
well, that allowed me to close 2 tabs, bringing that up and sort of playing that song.
right, that's a good song though. It's called "Violent Breathing," isn't it? It's the name of that, the title of that. I know that one. I know. I'm a fan of his work. You might.
You know what this song is called?
Another one drinks some moose. Oh, yeah. Another one
I believe that's a song by Mr. Paul Flaherty and some other folks called "Another One Drinks a Moose."
Speaking of machines malfunctioning,
I'm drinking a weird thing here too. I'll get to that.
Speaking of machines malfunctioning, I should mention also, I was talking about using a dehumidifier earlier.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of that.
Before I start a show, every time I change the setting on my dehumidifier from 45 to 55. The reason being, I don't want it to come on during the show. And typically it doesn't when I do that. Now, for some fucking reason, it just came on. It just now shut off, so that's good. But
I didn't hear anything.
I can't imagine that it got above 55 humidity percentage. Percentage. What is it? Relative humidity.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And it was showing like 39, but it came on. So maybe there's just there's a ghost in the machine by the police. Here we go.
A very humid ghost.
Yeah.
Flying by.
It's got kind of a brown aura.
It's probably the ghost of Mr. Samuel J. Hagar, who can't humidify 55. 55! Now. I can't humidify 55. Or I can't dehumidify 55. That's his new song.
It's like I got a humidifier for the winter. I got a dehumidifier for the summer. It's like, wow, maybe just move back outside. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just leave it at 10.
It's like, wasn't that an old Stephen Wright joke? I got a humidifier and a dehumidifier. Just got them fighting it out there, or something like that.
Maybe.
Sounds like
if not, then we just wrote one.
it's
I was
definitely
just thinking that.
It's definitely a joke that some comedian in the 80s or 90s did.
In the coke-fueled mid to late 80s, probably.
Well, I remember it being a real laid back, low key delivery, whatever it was. So that's why I don't remember it like. Oh yeah, I got a dehumidifier and a humidifier. I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna yeah, fuck yeah, it's 1986. Fuck.
Well,
I don't remember it being told like that.
Stephen Wright did coke with the best of them.
Yep, I hear when he did the time that he did cocaine, he started speaking about 8 words a minute.
Yeah.
You see, he was very low key, folks. He was a very low key comedian. That's
I got a VCR Plus and I hooked it up to a VCR minus and let him duke it out.
I'm gonna have to go duke it out in a minute. Those oats.
Now, folks, if you're not familiar with the 808, but you probably are if you're a fan of the show. Do you have any comments on it, Patrick? You probably know. You could probably lay out more facts than I could. It's been used a lot.
The 808. Yeah, it's like it's one of those that's up there with the like I was talking about in the last show. The Lin LM1, the Lin LM series of drum machines that were used heavily by Prince for years and other pop artists in the 80s.
Lin Thigpen drum.
Yeah, very have a very distinct sound that was even kind of copied later on, but by others. But yeah, a very you've heard it before, trust me. So yeah, so there you go.
Now, did you listen to the show that Kira did the other night?
No, I didn't. The weeknight show.
But did you hear the clip from Chris trivia?
Chris was on the weeknight show.
The clip.
No,
did you hear that?
Did I record it? I think I recorded that.
Oh yeah, so you did hear the clip because you gave it to Kira.
Yeah, I guess.
So he said, Chris said
it wasn't great audio, I don't think, but
yeah, well, you could hear it just fine on the show.
Okay.
So Chris said, "Happy Pran Funkels Day," and then Alish back, of course, what he says when he's ending a call with anyone, he said, "See ya."
Yeah. See ya. Yeah. Yep.
Sour cream in my mouth.
I was eating some sour cream and now it's down in my throat. I can't do him.
That sounds like Greg Zubak.
Hey, are you hungry? I got some sour cream you can
in my throat. I'm gonna cough it up.
Hey, put a dollop right in your throat. I'm a cat.
I was telling the audience. I was telling the audience that we probably talked about. I feel like we talked about LS back a couple of years ago, probably when we were talking a lot of Oklahoma sports with Chris and Pat Seagramson. I almost said Pat Sajak.
Yeah, that'd be neat if we had him on.
But I was also saying I was explaining the Happy Prank Funnels clip. Now, Barry Switzer, he did coach the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Yeah, for about 3 years. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay.
2 or 3. Yeah, after Jimmy Johnson.
Yes.
After.
Like in the early to mid 90s.
Like Jimmy Johnson came in and won like 2 championships, and then Barry Switzer took over and
then he said, "I'm going to go make some sandwiches and sell them to college students."
Yeah.
And shoot some endangered animals too.
Who said that?
Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Jimmy Johnson. So anyway, yeah, and Barry Switzer won 1 championship. So. And BB says, I believe Jim Carrey was the Cowboys defensive coordinator. Jim Carrey.
Okay.
I
And
think
also,
Jim Carrey did everything. I'm the 34 guy.
in the Kansas City area, there's a street on the Kansas side, and it's Switzer Road.
Uh-huh.
Except that they say Schweitzer.
Really? Yeah.
Because, of course, I would call it Switzer because that's how I've always heard it pronounced. It's spelled exactly the same.
Schweitzer would be SWEI, wouldn't it?
I don't know. Maybe they just hate Barry Switzer.
I think that's it. That's interesting. And I was gonna say something about the I keep getting kind of derailed here. Sorry, folks. Been drinking a little bit tonight, but
well, here's something I was going to talk about.
Here's something.
Here's something that you never here's something that you never. Did you know that song Dick and Dog in the Morning that you ain't seen that yet? That's written about the guy that would hang around. Who's that by? Is that by Bartlett Turner Overdrive?
I guess
that song about the you ain't seen nothing yet.
Don't make me think about that.
It's about a guy
Dick and Dog in the Morning. I love
hang around and he would stutter, and they're like, "Let's make a song making fun of this motherfucker."
Is that
oh wait, we can't say that.
Story?
That's something that dumb people have told me over and over. Maybe, it's probably at least one person has probably told me who wasn't dumb, but it's those fun facts that people like to tell you about songs that get played on the radio a lot.
I noticed something about the show tonight. Like when I was typing in, telling you that you probably read
fabulous. Is that what you noticed?
It's fabulous.
The delay is like about 3 seconds from the time I talk to the time I hear it on my phone or something. It's very short, and it may have something to do with. And you were talking about the auto start button is flipped on, so you can just when you press stream, it just goes.
Oh, so that's what fucked me up. Okay.
Yeah, and when you stop streaming, it'll just stop. But check it just in case when you're done.
Yeah.
But
it didn't. That's what. Yeah, it didn't earlier. So
it didn't stop.
I had to go in and manually delete 2 streams because.
Okay, there's a
and then
switch.
The third one, which is the show right now, I didn't even actually start. It just I was in the YouTube window and it showed a stream going, and I was like, oh, okay.
And then it's just like the old days.
Started playing the theme and did the show.
When you hit the stream button in OBS, you got about 3 seconds, and then it starts for real.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. I don't think it was even 3 seconds, but.
Yeah, it's a couple seconds, and then I don't know if you have to flip that switch on for the auto stop as well, but I don't think so. I think as soon as you stop streaming, it'll just as soon as you say end stream, it says, "Are you sure?" You hit OK, and it's done. So anyway,
in OBS,
yes,
that didn't seem to stop it either.
Well, look and see if you see the switch in the on YouTube. Right now, you see a little switch that says auto stop
at the top right.
Yeah, somewhere.
No,
there's fuck.
That's all right. Let's just do the show.
Yeah. So anyway, and
did you know that one song by Phil Collins? He said about him watching somebody drown, and he didn't even try to save him because he don't care no more. No more.
That sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
No. Did you hear? I heard. A guy told me it's real. Okay. He watched a guy drown. God damn it! Phil Collins is a piece of shit that watched a man die.
He's a monster starring Charlize Theron.
Look at him. He's a fucking monster.
A fucking Sesame Street monster. He's a Croft puppet, for fuck's sake.
Nah, he's one of them. What's it called? If Percy were on right now, he would know.
Yeah, whatever the British whatever it was a British show that made them
Those
into, right?
those fucked up puppets.
Like ugly ass puppets. So you want to know what I'm drinking? Do you have what are you drinking?
Yes. I don't have that, but I have something that I think will work in a pinch.
Yeah. Okay. I've got it if you want.
Okay.
Oh, trivia?
No, if you got it, why don't you just fucking play it? God damn it.
Let's see. Well, I thought I had it. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to look up something.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there it is. Here we go.
Hey me, fellas. Look here.
Pran Funkels asks, what are you drinking?
All right. What am I drinking? I'm opening it up just so I get it right here. I'm drinking the name of the brewing company is a movie that Chris Elliott and David Letterman appeared in. I bet you can't guess it. There's a lot of those.
Well, it might have been one that
Chris Elliott is the star
might have been
of
a place that I frequented when I lived in Tulsa.
Okay. It's
might have a growler from there.
Oh, okay. I don't think we're on the same page though. But
oh, okay.
It's a Cabin Boys IPA.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, there's a place called Cabin Boys. They used to.
In Tulsa. That's where they make it.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Cabin Boys IPA. A Cabin Boys Huntsman IPA. It's a Hector laugh. Huntsman IPA, and I believe it said it's 6.2 or some shit. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. Peter Lilly's here.
Yeah, it was that brewery opened probably a couple of years ago in Tulsa, and cool. It was not too far from where I lived, so
this was purchased at an OnQ, which is now becoming the OnQ used to be the little startup, little engine that could convenience store here, and now it's like becoming like the. It's good that they're taking over. They're competing with It's somebody competing with 7-Eleven, and they're like they're great. They have just about almost. We found one today. We went by and we're picking up some beer, and that's when I got this from an OnQ, and we were shocked to see it didn't have a drive-through. It's like, oh, they don't all have a drive-through. Most of them have a drive-through, so you can go through and just buy cigarettes and beer, whatever the fuck you want. Of course, they don't have every single item in the store. I guess they won't get you anything, but I've yet to have them tell me they couldn't get me something through the drive-through. So that's really great in these unprecedented times. In these if I hear one more fucking
before all this happened, before this all started.
So OnQ's starting to take over. So it's like the new Mother Nature taking over as somebody would say.
Let me guess who said that. Let me just guess who said that.
It's a Canadian gentleman.
Now, did his name have something to do with Bertha and something she might do into a certain gas station called a Conoco?
I guess. I'm not sure.
When you're Burton Cummings into my Conoco, you're gonna get the guess who. Everyone a big.
So did somebody?
Come into my garden. Yes, I did. I was
Did
thinking
somebody in the
Bertha
chat
should do some calls tonight.
Yeah, except Bertha's a little bit like hot, horny guy. It's like people hear that voice and immediately hang the fuck up.
Oh, but when they actually talk to them, it's gold.
What? So in the chat, they figured out what was the name of the show that we can't think of. They're talking about it in the chat. What's it called?
Did they not say it in the chat?
It's not Croft. It's not made by Croft. That was the American shit here, right?
Yeah,
It is or it isn't.
That's Sid and Marty Croft.
Okay, so it was called.
But it was not them. No, it's some
Spitting
British.
Image. Spitting
Yes.
Image. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
KBBBB. Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing the didgeridoo in my background, by the way. KBBBB.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. So that's good. I don't hear it anymore.
I think I was about to thank our patrons when you were.
Yeah, sorry.
Something happened earlier tonight on the show, but KBBBB7 and
we got a new one.
Chris Wimberly and Jessica and Luda Carl. Thank you.
Carl. We're just gonna call you Hot Carl. All right.
I'm not sure if I should talk about this on the show, although there's really nothing specific to talk about. But Don Wong, we don't know what happened to you, but love you a lot.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Hope he didn't go the way of Mr. Lady, who.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some people just they've heard enough after a while. They just bail.
Well, he seems to have simultaneously disappeared from our Patreon and our live chats.
I think, you know,
I think we said something to offend him.
Are you serious?
What happened. No. Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
I think that's what happened.
What could have we said that would cause somebody to listen to us for that long? I think about like
might have been that tirade that I went on last week about how gay people are stupid as fuck and shit. Remember how I did that?
Yes, that no.
And I especially don't like the whites.
Yes. You know, honestly, I don't like the whites too much these days either. And that's myself included. I don't really like. But
well, of course. I mean, how can you hate anyone else if you don't hate yourself first?
I just heard the buzzing again for a second.
Maybe you were listening to the buzz.
You listen to the buzz.
94.7 FM.
The buzz. We kicked those dick and dog assholes out the door. Now we're the cool dudes who were stuck in 2003 or 4 instead of 1997.
No, shit.
Here for the comments is in the chat.
Here for the comments. Everybody's the gang's all here tonight. Lee says, Mr. Lady is missed. May your NyQuil fortified tomato be sun warmed wherever you are. There it is. It's buzzing right now.
Yeah. Miss KBBB7 is playing the didgeridoo. Thank you for doing that, KBBB7. Very talented at that.
Yeah. Yes, I want to.
If you've watched Space Force on Netflix, there's a didgeridoo is operated. Was that a clip or was that you doing that with your voice?
I wish I could. I wish I could do this with my voice.
I once saw a live band play, and it was kind of a jazz band, and there was all this hubbub about it. I was told ahead of time, there's going to be a guy playing a didgeridoo in this band.
Yeah.
And then we went to this show, and it was just kind of like, oh, yeah, he's doing that. Well, the rest of the band plays a song.
Right. He
And
wasn't
then
like necessarily the focal point, but he was.
you could tell he was really trying, but it just sounded like that while the rest of the band played a song. So,
Yeah. It's just can you not? I guess there's no. You don't change notes or anything. That's all it is.
yeah, he was kind of using it as a rhythm, as a percussion instrument, I guess, kind of, but it was still just kind of, it just got annoying pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
it was the type of establishment that, if I remember correctly, they never charged a cover, so you couldn't complain really, I guess, because you didn't pay to listen to it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I had some stuff I want to rant about, but we should probably make some calls.
Yeah, keep that. Put it. Just if you can just put a pin on that, pin in that.
In that grenade.
Okay. Yes, put a pin in that. That's what you say in the business.
All right. Well, I have a fresh new number to call, and it fell into my lap recently. This number called me 3 or 4 times in a row. I was using the Google screen the call option, where it tells them to say their name and why they're calling, which I do it every time it's a number I don't recognize, and it's always spam. And this time they just kept hanging up immediately and just calling right back. So they kept calling like 3 or 4 times, and then suddenly I got a call from this business that's in Tulsa, because I still have a Tulsa number. And and I rejected those calls. They called 2 or 3 times from that, and then I got a text from the original number. And let me see if I can read it. Hey, name, it's name. I've got you in the schedule to open today. Just wondering where you apostrophe. Well, I guess that's correct. You are at. You're at apostrophe.
Yeah.
They spelled it correctly, so kudos for that.
Kudos, granola snacks.
I think he deserves some calls.
You deserve some kudos, granola snacks. Cause I got some right here, right behind my mullet, right under my mullet.
5 or 6 times. I think he deserves for us to call him.
Like what? Okay, so this is are you sure it was a wrong? Because there is.
I'm pretty sure I don't work at a place that. Well, I didn't even look up the business, but I think I know what it is.
And it's a true wrong number, because there's shit that they put out there to try to bait people into texting back, and then they go, "Yep, you ordered a shipment of mayonnaise."
Well, even if it's that, I didn't respond, but we're calling them now on the show
at 1:23 a.m. Central Time in the States.
So this is an employee's cell phone.
Kudos, granola snacks.
We're taking him off the schedule.
You should use that.
Yeah, that was my thought.
We'll hang up. I don't know.
Let's see how this goes.
Actually, don't do that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9-1.
Yeah, actually, don't do that because that could tip them
That
off.
would, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Oh, it's the guy that, yeah. So.
Well, let's try him again.
So it's a Tulsa. Oh, okay. I don't get how people send wrong. You see it all the time too. Like, how do you do that? Like, somebody texts you or calls you, and then you have their number. So how's it?
Yeah. The first thing I do when I get somebody's number is call it while they're standing there to make sure it's correct.
Text.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Thanks, Farty, the number reader.
Farty. So you're basically doing to them what they did to you.
Yes. This is 3, right?
Yep. You could send them a text. I don't know.
Hello, you reached the voicemail for change.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Oh, did I dial the wrong number?
Yeah, you dialed the last number somehow. Because that's what you were getting a minute ago, right?
Oh, yeah, I may have.
We left a weird message for a minute ago.
I may have pasted that instead of manually typing the number.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, folks.
Well, apology accepted. Apology accepted. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Gordelsons. Yes.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 918.
Oh boy.
Whoever it is, it's ringing through.
Well, that was 3. We got 2 more tries because that's approximately how many times they bombarded me while I was at work.
That's funny. What was who's the business? Can you put it in the chat, in the Zoom chat?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked it up, but it has this. Let me look it up real quick.
Okay. Folks, thanks for listening. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my original sound. I don't know if my audio got better or worse, but for whatever fucking reason, it doesn't turn it on sometimes. So. Oh yeah, and I can actually select here. Let's see. Select a microphone to always use for original sound.
Okay. Yeah, it's. Oh, I can hear myself.
Was it echoing back?
It stopped.
Okay, I just turned on my original sound. So
it's an electronics store.
Okay.
That's sort of exclusive, I think, to Oklahoma. But it's. Yeah. Anyway.
What the fuck was that?
It's kind of like a Best Buy type place. So.
But it's not national?
I don't think so. But when they called me like 2 or 3 times from the actual business after they called from their cell phone.
So
and then that's when I started.
If somebody's calling that much, that somebody wrote down your phone number or put in your phone number somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just like a mistaken key.
This is some guy that like, or girl who was probably forced to cover for this person who ate too much Long John Silver's and fell asleep or couldn't wake up for work or something.
Yeah, he did ring the bell on his way out, so because he ate at the Long John Silver's during a pandemic, which is, that's what you want to do, you know.
Well, that made me think of "Ring My Bell," a song that reminded me of something else I was gonna say on the show. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, maybe it was last week. We were talking about songs that got played on the radio in our classrooms that made said teachers
turn them off,
scurry over to turn the radio off. I remembered one of them that when I was listening back, I was like, oh, I forgot to say the other song. And the song was, let me see if I can remember it. I saved it on my phone. Oh, yeah. So one of them was, and I think this was, the way I told the story, I think I was talking about "Wrapped Up Like a Douche," but I think that song played, and then
right after it was,
and then right after or soon after, like, she was talked out of turning the radio off, and then "Now You're Messing with the Son of a Bitch" came on.
Hair of the Dog by Nazareth.
Yeah, and then like it said "son of a bitch" like 2 or 3 times before she got to the radio to turn it off, you know.
Like, no, please don't turn it off. The next one will be a nice honor song for honor students. Ow, y'all messing with a son of a bitch. That's a song John did, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And then you're messing with a son of a bitch.
Well, if you didn't hear the show Kira did the other night, you missed possibly the most ridiculous John karaoke ever.
Oh, he put a new one up?
I don't think he put it up. I don't think it was new, but it's the most ridiculous one I think I've heard.
Okay.
Maybe if Kira steps in for a minute, she can play it. But I did think of another song that I remember hearing, and the radio did not get turned off, but there was some commentary in the class about it.
It was an uncomfortable situation after that, during that.
Yeah, sort of. But I don't think anybody really, I don't think it was that uncomfortable, but it's one of those things that you hear and you're like, well, I'm sure there's some explanation, but it's an old disco song, and I've thought of this off and on throughout my life, and I finally looked it up recently. I was talking to my lady friend, and I was like, do you remember this song? And she didn't. And so I looked it up, and then I started like looking up the lyrics, and then I started reading about it. Anyway, it's a song that says "Push, push in the bush." And they would play this. They would be when they were in that same '90s era that we're talking about. Like this particular class that I would be sitting in, they would put it on the pop music station, and they would be playing old disco stuff because that was cool to do.
Right.
At the time, like they were bringing disco back,
Okay.
And they would play this song, and it's pretty much the chorus is "push, push in the bush."
Okay. That's interesting because
there's not really an explanation. They're just talking about, fucking and a big hairy bush. And when I looked it up, it said that the song didn't get like it got limited radio play because of its controversial lyrics, basically, or controversial.
But it was well known though somehow.
I just remember hearing it in the 90s and thinking, like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, certainly they're not. Yeah, anyway.
So yeah, that's interesting because
But if you look at the lyrics, there's no gray area. I mean, there might be a gray area in the bush, but you
know. So that's funny because there's a there was a Rich Little song. There was a Rich Little song.
Oh boy,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Here we go.
Rich Little. So there was like a Rich Little song in the 80s with I think it was like had Ronald Reagan rapping or something, him doing an impression of Ronald Reagan and like rapping. And at one point in the song he says push push in the George Bush. And I never got that because I never heard that fucking song. Like, and I don't think I've still ever heard that fucking song, but like that joke now makes sense to me 32 years later or whatever. So
I just remember sitting
in the George Bush. It's like a rapping Ronnie.
I remember sitting in physical science class and some girl was like, "Are they saying push push in the bush?" And then people kind of chuckled and nobody said anything after that. And then we all just like sat there and listened.
Yeah.
And it continues to say that in the song.
Speaking of things, I've been looking for a specific commercial that I remember, and I think you do too.
Does it involve beef in her mouth?
But I don't think this is it. But let me see what this is. Hang on, let me play something. Let me hang on here. There's a specific commercial we used to see all the time or hear all the time. Oh, see, it was on TV. Let's see if this.
A sparkling ship on crystal waters is coming. Absolutely gorgeous. It was so much fun. The perfect lobster is coming.
Our readers, they would do anything for it.
Bertha's coming!
Perfection is coming.
A gift from the captain.
I'm coming!
7 days in Royal Caribbean are coming. You've got some Royal Caribbean coming.
Okay, that's...
I'm naked and coming.
So somebody posted the same commercial twice here, I think. Or maybe, hang on, let me see.
So it wasn't Carnival Cruise Lines.
That's Royal Caribbean, hang on. There's another Royal Caribbean.
The officers and staff of Royal Caribbean Cruise Line invite you to join them for 7 days of absolute perfection.
Happy 808 day.
808.
RSVP, your local travel agent. Don't just cruise the Caribbean. Cruise the Royal
Okay, so I'm looking for specifically the ones...
Don't just be a creepy voiceover guy. Be a molesting voiceover guy.
Staying up to watch the sunrise vacation.
So that's not it. So I'm looking for the I'm looking for specific.
I will be naked more often.
Yes, the Lauren Bacall. And do you remember how it started out? Like,
I think Lauren Bacall's bush was zoomed in on.
Yeah, it was very close, so you couldn't tell. It was the giant gray. No.
There was some.
No, it started out with her saying, "Day 5, my private island." Remember
day
that?
1. I think it was day 1.
Was it day 1, my private island? I will, and she literally said, "I will be naked more" in that. And remember it.
I will be naked more often.
Remember it kind of like grossing us out as kids.
As it did a lot of people, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't find that fucking commercial now. But,
yeah, no, I've spent a lot of time trying to find it too.
Well, I found there was a Royal Caribbean commercial there that had her voice on it. That shaky one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the one we're talking about though.
No, I think her estate has
had it stricken. Had it stricken from the world. Anyway, so
I think it's like the Jerry Lewis clown Nazi, the concentration camp Jerry Lewis clown movie.
Oh God.
That's been removed from this never happened type of thing.
That's how conspiracy theories get started.
Apparently, Patton Oswalt either had a copy or was going to play it and have like a screening of it or something. And I don't know if it ever happened or if
some men knocked on his door.
Some men made sure it didn't happen.
Yeah. Let's see what this one is.
When I have a taste for a burger, that's what I order. If it's not on the menu, I glare at the waiter and say, improvise. Then I purr.
I've got a taste for some real food.
When I...
What the fuck is that a commercial for?
It says beef, real food for Lauren Bacall. So it's a beef. But the very end with the guy going, I've got a taste. Was it like the Perry Como impersonation there?
Yeah, it sounds like a lounge singer. What era is that from?
1988. So
I think that was an early beef. Like what that ended up being the Robert Mitchum.
Yeah.
Sam Elliott.
I've got a taste for some real food.
It sounds like
Are you ready for some real food?
Sounds like
parties.
Sounds like Rick Moranis doing his impression of Mel Torme there at the end. Hey boy.
Oh no.
Okay, we need to get on with the show, but yeah, go ahead and pull up whatever you're gonna pull up there. Whether pull up there, that'll pull it up.
My pants.
Pull up your pants. Pull up your pants.
All right, let me pull up my pants, and then let's listen to this.
Why is somebody hitting a cardboard box there? You got like a clothing box there.
It's a Johnny Brown's clothing box.
Very funky. Imagine a 1978 Dodge Diplomat speeding through this town.
There's nothing diplomatic about what it's doing.
No. It's the instrumental version. 12-inch cut.
It's 12 inches, but it's not cut.
Uncircumcised. Oh. Sexual intercourse is what I like to do.
I think you've had too much cocaine. A lot of coffee cans being hit in the back.
All right. Well, we made it to the chorus. There's only that was a quarter of the song we just heard.
I've never heard that song in my life. But I like it.
I bet you've heard it, but you forgot. Now, I have an update. This, I don't know if you heard when.
Who's the artist?
Joined Musique. I almost said Mystique, but it's Musique.
Okay, what's your update?
The coworker that's been texting me.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, drunk.
He just texted me and said, "Hope everything's going well." Now I'm tempted to just send him a link to this song.
He'd probably enjoy that if he's really drunk, but then when he sobers up, he'd probably think something weird's going on. That's your way of hitting on him or something.
It'll make work interesting.
Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Tell me you like it. You fucking tell me you like it.
So I'm gonna text him back.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, just listening to this song.
Is it somebody with a sense of humor, hopefully?
Kind of, yeah.
That's up to you, man.
I mean,
you may be making things weird. That's all I'm saying.
Well, he's texting me, so
he made it weird before you did. All right.
You like it? Are you pouring sweat? Are you rubbing your nose? Did you just come out of the bathroom for the 17th time in 30 minutes?
All right. Well, Kira has sent a number for us to call in the Pran Funkels chat.
I'm
going to put the link. I'm putting the link to that video in the Pran Funkels chat so I can copy it on my phone and then send it to this guy. Of course, it's not showing up on my phone.
Day one, my private island.
Day one, my own private Idaho by the B-52s.
There's also a movie with Keanu Reeves and
that guy that died, River Phoenix, sadly.
That's a movie?
Yeah, isn't it? What am I thinking of?
Well, I don't know.
Yes, it's called My Own Private Idaho, 1991. I knew I wasn't crazy, and it's with Keanu Reeves and River Phoenix, and directed by Gus Van Sant. So it's actually really good.
Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, that's good.
Did something go blare?
No, there was an ad that. All right, I sent him a link. I said, just listening to this, and sent him a link to that song. So I'll update you on what he says. I thought about calling him on the show, but, you know, he would know it was me, and who knows what he would say.
Yeah.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Okay. It's about time to start, now that we've got an hour and 15 minutes before you have to go.
True dat. Kevin Trudeau.
True dat.
All right, let me reopen dialing windows. I closed them because I didn't want them to slow down my computer. Let's make some goddamned prank phone calls.
What? I don't know what a prank phone call is.
I mean, Pran Funkels.
Thanks for joining, everybody. We love you. We like you. If you take a liking to us, you can even donate some money via the PayPal. You can give us 50 cents, and we'll actually get about 20 cents of that after PayPal takes their cut.
Nah, PayPal doesn't take a cut unless you're from one of them lesser important countries than the United States.
Okay. Or you can become a patron on Patreon.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Craig Berrigree, and it's very important. Please pick up. Okay.
Thank you for calling Jake at JCL Outdoor. I'm sorry I missed your call. Please leave me a message, and I'll return your call just as soon as I can. Thanks.
Let's get my... I hung up. Let's get my call back.
Hang on a second. Let me blow my nose.
I'm one of those people that just perpetually sounds like I had to blow my nose.
I have cheese that crumbs in my nostrils.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Craig Berrigree, please answer.
Craig Berrigree needs to get through. BB has a request.
Hello?
Hi, how are you doing tonight?
Hi.
Hi, my name is Craig Berrigree. Is this the outdoor
Hi.
company?
No?
Yes, this is Craig Berrigree. Who am I
Hi.
speaking with?
What do you need?
I need some equipment, please. Do you have a Taft 49 machine?
You must
My
have the wrong
aunt-
number.
Well, who is this? David? Your Decepticons are turning brown, David, and I don't like it. David? I can hear you on the phone, David. Yeah, that's your flannel shirt that you're rubbing on the microphone. I can hear it. David, this is Craig Berrigree. You can't run, but you can hide where I can't ever find you. And I don't like that. Remember what we talked about with the therapist? Okay, he's gone.
Your Decepticons are turning brown. Oh my God.
Should we call him back?
You actually got the you got an answer. Craig Berrigree.
It's I think this is a number off of a truck or something, a work vehicle, and it says something outdoor.
Okay.
I'll just give him a call back.
Pretty sure I heard you say his Decepticons are turning
Hello.
brown.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
It's Craig Berrigree. I'm sorry we got off on a wrong foot, but please talk. Okay.
Thank you for calling Jake at JC.
Let's give him one more call. And then let's leave a message.
He didn't sound like he was asleep.
No.
Hello. Please state your name after the
Say it
tone,
really
and
fast
Google
when you
Voice
sound
will try to connect you.
It's Craig Berrigree. Please just talk to me, David. David. We're thinking about you and we love you and we just want to talk to you. Are you there? Please talk to us. Is someone on the line? Hello? David? He hung up. Let's call him back.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Greg Bear agree, and we like to talk to you. We'd love for you to answer. It gets shorter every time.
Thank you for calling Jake at JCL Outdoor.
Ah,
I'm sorry,
boy.
Well, David's obviously not the same.
All right, so Jacob is who we're talking to. Okay, one more call. And then if he doesn't answer, should we leave a message?
I don't think you
Hello.
can cut off.
Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Hello? Jake?
Who is this?
Is that? Oh, this is Craig Baragry. Is this Jacob?
Who's this?
My
No.
name is Craig. My name is Craig Baragry.
What
Are you doing all right?
You're trying to call.
Do you remember the session that we had with the therapist?
Okay. Hey, bud. My name is Steve. You've called the wrong number, so stop calling.
Oh, this is not Jacob with the system.
What? It's 2:00 in the morning, bro. No, this is not.
The outdoor
What are you talking about?
system. Is this the outdoor system that Jacob has?
No. No.
Well, Mr.
No.
I'm sorry. My name is Craig Baragry, and I'm a licensed therapist. I have many distributions that leprechauns have involved themselves with. Are you familiar?
Well. Okay. Well, you've called the wrong number, so stop calling and go back to doing whatever it is you do.
I have it on high authority that you have a leprechaun flavored hash brown penis. Is this true?
Okay. Hey, stop calling. Okay.
Well, it looks like a mushroom and it tastes like sausage from Hardee's.
Okay. Well, you keep eating that then, and stop calling me. Do you understand
me?
me?
To eat yours?
Do you understand me?
I want to eat your mushroom from Hardee's.
Okay. Well, you go do that then. Stop calling.
I'm gonna gnaw on it like a marmot. He hung up.
Hey, no, what was it he had again?
Stop calling.
A hash brown flavor. I laughed really hard when you said whatever the fuck you said was in there.
I had something I was gonna say and then it got jumbled.
So he's got somebody named Jacob on his voicemail, but then
it sounds just like him.
But his name is, what did he say his name was?
I don't know. Let's consult the chat. What did he say his name was?
Something else really common. Yeah. When he was obviously lying, because when you were saying Jacob, he was responding and saying, "Who is this?" We're on good authority.
Steve.
Steve, yeah. There's a good one.
He says Steve.
Yeah, yeah. He was obviously lying. So, but let's check in with this real quick. I got something here.
You're lying.
This is only 9 minutes long, so. Already sounds real shitty. Do you have any idea what this is?
Sounds familiar.
But it's not the song it's parodying, I guess. It's some extra long version of this fucking song. Alright. It's perfectly good reason.
Yes, dear. Now be honest. At my age, do you think I should be doing something like this?
Believe me, Ronnie, every once in a while it's healthy to do this sort of thing. It isn't just for young people, you know. A lot of people our age do it. I hear even George Burns did it.
But not while wearing roller skates.
Probably not.
And why shorty pajamas? Why can't I just wear the normal lounge type?
Oh, Ronnie, you look good, dear. I like the way you look.
All right.
And the water wings?
I like those too.
Listen, can I take off the water wings and the bunny ears?
Oh, I wish you would.
Okay, it's very wacky. Very wacky. I wish it would get to the fucking...
This is strange. I wouldn't
Could I just skip into the song?
Too late now, dear.
Yeah! Okay. Alright, they had to do a little sketch here at the beginning. Alright, when...
Standing there staring at the picture of George Washington, dear.
First president of the United States. And a great president he was, too. He fought for our country and made it.
What the fuck?
It's a laughing hour with this song.
Oh shit. It just goes
Bill,
on.
sir. You know the little man who always gets stepped on and smashed on Saturday Night Live?
Well, you know I can't stay up that late. But Ed Meese often tells me about the show the next morning. So...
Okay, is this just fucking Rich Little talking over the fucking, whatever this song is? What is that? Beep, 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 beep.
The Genius of Love by Tom Club?
Yes.
Slowed down, or...
So, this is not what I thought it
someone
was.
Trying to play it.
What the fuck was the Rich Little song where he was impersonating? It was like a.
There was a song.
Was it Rich? Was it Contra Rap? Is that the thing that we?
That's a tab I can close.
Okay.
Just waiting for the opportunity to play that.
Yeah. I was looking for whatever it was that, and it's going to be one of these things that we can't fucking find, man.
Oh, well, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, but I'll continue to look for it.
Well, we might want to call that guy back.
Maybe not tonight.
Seems like a hot ticket.
I think you're to the point where if you call him back anymore, he's like never going to answer again. I have a feel for these sort of things.
Now, do you think Trivia Chris was going to call in tonight?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If he was, I don't know if he has our new number. That was a concern of mine.
Yeah.
Right. Reagan campaign message to minority voters.
The fuck is this?
That'd be fine.
Yeah, this is it, but this is it. This is what I was thinking of.
Do it.
And of course, it's really fucking quiet. See if this one's any louder.
I can hear it okay.
Come on, goddammit. Let's do it. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Not that bullshit from before. Of course there's no.
Jam on it. Will. Well, I'm the big kipper and I'm here to say that I'm the biggest rapper in the USA. Yeah, my name's Ryan with my DC crew, going on record with a rap for you. Awesome. Tip O'Neill. Awesome. I'm the big kipper, don't mess with me. I'm the baddest rapper this side of DC, with my best girl Nancy as my spouse, rapping to you from that big white house. Nancy, let's do it. Nancy, let's break, Nancy. Will, jam on it. Will, jam on it. They put Fritz up in 84, and though in debate he seemed to score, I whipped him with a big landslide. Now he's at Rivertown making fries. Met with Gorbachev in 85 to talk about how everyone could stay alive. And though he seemed to be a guy with class, if he doesn't play ball, we'll nuke his country. I'm the big kipper, don't mess with me. I'm the baddest rapper this side of DC, with my best girl Nancy as my spouse, rapping to you from that big white house. Nancy. Let's scratch.
Coming up here.
Bedtime for Bonzo. Jam on it. Well, I get up in the morning and I have some toast. Then Nancy and I take a ride up the coast. I'll sign a bill, then take a nap. This is what I call my presidential rap. Push in the George Bush.
There it is.
Let's do it. Push in the George Bush. Yes. I'm the big gipper, don't mess with me. I'm the baddest rapper this side of DC.
Do you remember that at all? Do you remember that?
No.
That was a Dr. Demento thing. So and that is not Rich Little. That's why I wasn't finding it. That's something called Ron and the DC Crew. It's one of these fucking one-off novelty things. So yeah, it just took 2 minutes.
Made a rap parody type song where they were doing a political figure. So now 400 other people have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that push in the George Bush. I remember that and thinking, and not getting the reference. I just, because I'd never heard that fucking song that you played earlier tonight, until tonight. So, and this song came out in '86.
Well, we're all learning something tonight.
Yes. We all learned something today, and that thing is, I need to go get another beer. So go ahead and make another call.
Okay.
If you want to call that guy back, but he specifically told you not to, so I don't think you should.
Oh, well.
No,
follow instructions.
For real though, I think you're at that tipping point where if you do call him back, he will block the number, and that'll be it. And I think it'd be more fun to just wait a week or two and just
maybe an hour.
This is Chuck? What Barrigree? What was your name? Not
Craig
Chuck.
Barrigree.
And I think the first time you were saying, you were like, I'm Craig Barrigree. You were kind of not really Saul Rosenberg, but you weren't like this guy, but you weren't this.
Yeah. I always default to Donovan.
So someone named Kane Santana is in the chat. Welcome. I don't know if we've ever seen you here, but he said it reminds him of Rappin' Duke by Mr. Christopher Brown. Yes, that's.
You mean Jonathan?
It's Sean Brown. I'm sorry. Where did I get Chris? There must have been a Chris. I'm drunk.
Well, I have an update. The individual that I work with, I sent him the link to Push in the Bush by Musique.
Yes.
And I said, just listening to this, and no response.
You think that shut him up?
I think it might. He might have watched it and been like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
And I'm gonna have an interesting conversation at work on Monday. And I'm gonna be like, "Sir, please don't fire me for sending me that push in the bush video."
Like I said, if he's somebody with a sense of humor, he should get it. But
well, he's not in a position to. He's not above me. So.
No, okay. So he's gonna listen to that song and fucking like it.
Maybe tomorrow I'll send him another text and say, "Hey, what'd you think of that song?"
Did you listen to it?
I was having a conversation with him Friday about 80s stuff, and he didn't know what I was talking about because he's not as old as me. So
yeah. So being in a position of power over him, you can do something like this to him right here.
Push in the bush. Yes, I can.
I want a hamburger, no, a cheeseburger. I want a hot dog. I want a milkshake. I want potato
You'll
chips.
get nothing and like it.
That right there.
What's that from?
Caddyshack.
Oh, okay.
I wish the sound wasn't so shitty on that. I want a hamburger, no, a cheeseburger. I want Anyway.
You know what I like?
What's that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
We believe nothing.
We believe nothing.
All right. Go get that beer.
We'll cut off your Johnson. All right, I'll be right back. As you can hear, I have a bubble in my throat, and I kind of sound like a fat guy. No offense if you're a fat guy, but I'm just saying, I was drinking some beer, and I burped a little bit, and got some foam in my mouth, and now I sound real fat.
All right, be right back.
All right. I need a BGM to get me pumped up for the next call. So let's listen to this real quick. Pran Funkels. How you doing, folks?
I'm back. What's going on? Somebody put a quarter in Bad Dudes?
Yeah, stuff's acting really stupid.
Having me another Cabin Boy IPA. What did I say? What was the I have a beer koozie on it that I'm
It's an Andy Richter flavored.
It's the Essence of Andy. No. Let me take a look here. I have a fancy beer koozie I have to unscrew. And take a look here. Cabin Boys Brewing Company. It is a Huntsman IPA.
Huntsman.
Pretty good stuff.
Huntsman.
Let's do it.
I liked all the samples in that. The whole selling point of that Reagan rap thing was like all the little ridiculous samples.
Thank you for calling Builder Stone and Masonry. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 1.
Thanks for that,
Thank
lady.
you for calling Builder Stone and Masonry. Our office
you're
hours are
welcome.
Monday through Friday. Thank you for calling Builder Stone and Masonry. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to
Press
5.
the button and she has a...
Thank you for calling Builder Stone and
It's a
Masonry.
diarrhea.
Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Thank you for calling Builder Stone and Masonry. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 1, except holidays and winter months. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now, or press 1 for residential install estimates, 2 for commercial estimates, 3 for retail.
1, 3, 0 is unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, Brad. I was hoping to get down to business on that offer we were working with on the Cleghorns. They they had a vehicle we were trying to stick a hose into. Need to get some of that action you have there. That putty. If you got any of that putty left, that foam that you fill in all the cracks with. Need to get some of that put in there. See if that's gonna do the deal. Call me back if you can.
There's an aperture.
Yeah, Ronnie's on here too.
We have an aperture that we need to fill in.
Yeah, it's
kind of a musket color.
Fleshy. It's like a fleshy. It's on the back end there.
Flesh musket color.
Go around the back side. It's an aperture that
kind of scraped the asshole of it.
Well, it pinches it off. It pinches off the
asshole.
The actual Ronnie, don't. It's
I'm sorry.
It pinches off.
Hang up.
It's the soft ice cream machine there, but people are not liking the way it looks because it doesn't have the little 3 things that shape it like the ice cream. So it kind of looks
aperture.
Yeah, so we need to get one of those put on.
More of a hard ice cream fan myself.
Yeah. All right, give us a call back at this number here, or you can call Ronnie's
personal cell phone.
Yeah, 402-882-2083. That's Ronnie's number.
Timothy Busfield put a big smiley face on it.
Yeah, it was done professionally, so it's one that was done.
It's tasteful.
Yeah, the Decepticons are not turning brown on that one. So, all right. Thank you. All right, Ronnie, can you?
It hung up.
Okay.
I kept pressing pound and it finally hung up.
I would have liked to hear that back.
It was questionable, that voicemail system.
It reminded me of a slightly overweight woman at a nurse's station. Like, you want to leave a message? Go ahead. I'm being a little bit getting a little bit testy with you here. You're getting on my nerves. I'm kind of busy here. So all right, yeah. Moving on.
Let's make another Pran Funkel.
Yeah, let's get a bunch of calls knocked out here before we're sitting here and it's 5 minutes till 3 and go, start making calls, hurry. I'm not saying that happens, but, you know.
Oh, certainly not.
It could.
Certainly, sir.
Certainly, sir.
I'm Art Linklater. I want you to have this bed.
No relation to Richard Link. Later, dude.
Later.
Hello?
Hi, Daryl.
Who?
Well, my name is Daryl, and I have a bit of an issue. Is this is the Greg Grafson's hotline? Let's give him a call back.
He sounded like he was eating.
Oh.
Are you eating your oatmeal, sir?
Who are you looking for?
Wolford? Hello?
Who are you looking for?
Good morning.
Who are you looking for?
Forget your troubles. Come on, get happy.
I'll be right there.
And I don't let living with diabetes interfere with that.
In closing, I would simply like to say to you, do the best you can with what you got and be thankful that you're in no worse shape than you are. And if you'll obey these simple rules and do these simple things, I promise you, you'll feel better. Margaret Kirk.
Let's give him a call back.
Yoplait, low fat, calcium rich, with active yogurt cultures. It's something 40-year-old Vicky Gentry does every day. Smooth, creamy Yoplait. Do it for you.
At last, you can love oatmeal.
I've longed for this day.
Because today, oatmeal is Oatmeal Raisin Crisp. Oatmeal Raisin Crisp.
This is good. Look, Ma, I'm eating my oatmeal.
Hello, you have reached MAC Remodeling, Masters in the Art of Construction. Sorry you weren't able to reach us. If you will leave a voicemail or a text, we will respond as soon as possible. We greatly appreciate you. Thanks.
I know how serious this disease is.
Press 1 at any time. To listen to your message, press 2. To re-record, press...
Okay.
Look, Ma!
Look, Ma! I'm eating my oatmeal! It's a totally 292 commercial. Eating your oats was never so hot.
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Yep, let's just keep making Pran Funkels. How about that?
That sounds like a good idea.
Would you enjoy that, folks? Wouldn't you? How much would you enjoy that? Oh, yeah, we can do that.
I don't care if a Ratzenberger is involved or not. I'm gonna eat this goddamned oatmeal.
President, can I help you?
I was interested in the Ratzenberger suite.
Sorry?
It's a Ratzenberger room.
No, it's not here.
Yes. I'd like to get a room.
It's not here.
You don't have rooms at your hotel for rent?
No,
What do you have?
I don't know.
You don't know what you have? Why are you answering the phone? What are you doing answering the phone, you silly goof? You're not renting
don't know where
rooms
is
to
live.
people? Is this a hotel? Yay or nay?
No,
It's not a hotel.
no.
That's funny because I called this number and it said budging in. That seems like the name of a hotel, you silly fucking goof, motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
No, you're a motherfucker, you stupid fucking goof. Are you a gay motherfucker? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Did he hang up?
Yes.
Did he recognize the number from last time? Is that why he's...
I don't think we called him last time.
Like, why are they saying this is no, there's no room, no, there's no hotel? What the fuck? Like, I mean, you did nothing to indicate that. I don't know. Maybe they have a prank detection system in there. I don't know. Maybe they're just very good at detecting prank calls there. I think it's like nobody ever reserves a room if it's not online or if they're just stragglers walking in with
Anyone who owns a cell phone is not allowed. We only rent rooms to people who don't have cell phones.
Budgeting, may I help you?
Yes,
Hello?
Roger would like to get a room. Roger, please talk to this woman.
Sorry, sir?
Hi, do you have a room to rent?
No.
You don't? Do you?
I have...
Do you go ahead.
Sorry, sir?
So is this a hotel?
Yes.
So can I reserve a room? At your At a hotel?
Yes.
Can I reserve a room?
Which name?
Telly.
Okay.
Rogers.
You come in IT room, okay?
I come in there, what?
You come here in IG room, okay?
Oh, I come into your Conoco? Okay.
I'm coming in your Conoco and I'm coming really hard.
Mom?
Yes?
I'm trying to get us a room.
Oh, she hung up.
They have a phone just for the hell of it, I guess.
Let's call him back.
She's saying to come in. To be like, well, I think I'm here, but I'm not sure if I have the right place.
I'm coming into your Conoco.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hi, it's Telly Rogers. I just called and I think we got disconnected, but you told me I need to come in there and I'm here, but I don't know if I'm at the right place.
We have 10 different rooms we'd like to rent and spend a lot of money.
Shh, Mom.
At your
Sorry, I'm on speakerphone. Mom, I'm trying to do this.
I'm sorry.
I'm outside.
I'm in a 1978 Dodge Diplomat. That's a, it's a car. I'm gonna just toot my horn here. Hang on a second. Yeah. Something's wrong. So I'm trying to figure out if this is the right place. I'm sitting out
I'm
here.
Wilfred Brimley, and I'd like to talk.
It's a train. It's a train coming.
What I was
you
afraid
guys
of was
you right next to a train?
What I was afraid of was that I might have to live a long time feeling like I felt.
There's a lot of trains here. All right.
What I was afraid of was that I might have to live a long time feeling like I felt.
I'm honking my horn. Can you hear me out here?
And if you
another
obey
train.
these simple rules and do these simple things, I promise you, you'll do the best you can with what you got and be thankful that you're in no worse shape than you are. And if you'll obey these simple rules and do these simple things, I promise you, you'll feel better.
Hello?
Hi. Hello?
Yeah, it's gone.
That was a long left message.
They were probably huddled around listening.
Oh, boy. BB says there's been a lot of buffering happening last 5 minutes or so. So anyway, I haven't seen it, but I've been okay. But I don't know. All right, so those assholes aren't going to answer, and they don't want to take a reservation over the phone. Anyway.
Well, let's call a 7-Eleven.
Oh. Which one? Which 7-Eleven?
The good one.
You need to get a voice or a soundboard ready.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's just no reason not to. Have a good day.
Thanks for caring about people.
Kind of loosen up.
Hello, we are not available now.
Why don't
Please
you try
leave
to find a
name
little more time to do what you
the
want?
beep. We will return your call.
Not even when it comes to getting my testing supplies. No more running to the drugstore.
What I was afraid of was that I might have to live a long time feeling like I felt.
Okay, I hung up.
I think you redialed the hotel there. 7-Elevens don't have those that I know of. I think you redialed the whatever the fuck of that. The if you call here, we'll tell you to come in. It's probably throwing them for a loop because we don't sound like the kind of place that would rent a room there. The kind of person that would rent a room there is probably like
I need some place to shoot heroin. Please. I don't care if there's anything in the room. I'll just lie on the floor.
I think that's what you do if you want to shoot heroin.
I see KBB7 says yes, buffering a lot, but I'm not seeing it on my end here. Let me refresh here. I was seeing a little bit here recently. But... Got your sound more ready? Is this for sure?
Hello, we are not available now.
7-Eleven.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Yes. Let's call a different one of those.
Okay.
I have a Val pack. Should I open that?
Oh, those are... I always throw those away. There's hardly any numbers on them anymore.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Billy Rogerson. Just wondering if you guys are open down there.
They're really smeary.
Family sensitive news burger on the want to come on down and get something.
We're wanting you to come.
Hello, you guys open? The screener calls. Is that what's happening here?
Relax. Don't do it. Why do you want to sucker to it? His dick.
No. Is that song from the 80s or something?
I'm sorry.
I need some buffering.
We're doing a cold call to try to sell some things. It's a sales call.
Cold Carl. This involves a glass coffee table.
We're calling Cold Carl.
Oh.
We're calling Cold Carl.
Mr. Thomas would enjoy this.
It smells like a new Garfield book.
Alright, so if you're interested in purchasing our elements and other varnishes...
It's saving $75.
Well, it's a varnish. You're smelling varnish. We've been varnishing these...
puppets all day.
Yeah, and sometimes it kills a few brain cells, you know what I mean. We're gonna come on down there and have a ball.
It's not killing enough, I'll tell you that.
It's absolutely just killing a lot of time.
It's not killing enough brain cells.
All right, give us a call back on this line if you would, and we'll put the light on for you. You press the button and
pound.
We're gonna take you to Pound Town.
What's the button we mash to get to hear it?
I think you gotta press
1.
Yeah, you could try that, or you could try the A, B, C, or D button if you got the special dial pad.
Abacab.
You could dial Abacab. You could talk to Phil Collins and ask him all about what the fuck that song means.
Well, it's the chord progression is Abacab, and that's how they wrote the song.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think it just hung up because I heard an echo.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you pick?
Yeah.
Did you pick up?
Did you pick up? Because we're here. We're ready to talk. We've been varnishing puppets since about 3 p.m. About to get off our shift at the factory, the puppet varnishing factory.
Are you there? Venison Value Meal? Are you there, Venison Value Meal? He hung up.
All right.
It's disappearing very slowly from the screen because I got a slow
and
computer.
we are getting buffering issues. I can see it now. One thing I do, and maybe I don't know if you did this when I set up the session, and you can go in, and I believe you can edit the session while we're live. Maybe. Do you have an edit button there? You can. I always set it to low latency instead of normal. If you set it to low latency, I think it does a little bit better with buffering and shit. I think it's the best.
Let me see.
See if you can do that when you go edit, like you're gonna edit something and scroll down, or it may be, I don't know, it may be something that's locked out since the session is going. I don't know.
Yeah, the only option I have is yes, it's made for kids, which I should not select.
Right. So when you get out of that screen, is there some stuff down below the broadcast window there that says, like, if you scroll down, is it like latency, normal, low, high, or whatever?
Well, I got a spinning wheel.
Yeah, I think you're having some problems there. Which means
I think I have a case of a computer I purchased over 10 years ago.
Yes, there's that.
And the solution is purchase a new computer, even though this one is perfectly capable of doing whatever needs to be done. Look at this fucking spinning bullshit.
Yeah, and I think that's why people are. If you're watching and you got a lot of buffering, it's because Cody's computer is just about to take a shit, folks.
There was a time in history when every few years you had to buy a new computer. The RAM and the processing power kept increasing to the point where you had to buy a new computer. Now, you don't really have to, but they try to make you do that because they want you to spend money.
Right.
They want to make sure it doesn't work.
Well, I can tell you this. Macs and Apple books, Apple MacBooks and Apple. I meant to say Apples and MacBooks and Macs. And
I hope you're not going to tell me about
Apple
a gentleman passing away.
No, I'm just saying that all I was going to say is I have it on good authority, firsthand experience knowledge that they are problematic. Even if you had a brand new one. So might as well. You might consider, and maybe this is something we can get folks to donate for, so we can get you a decent laptop, just as a Windows laptop to work with.
I might need the processing power and the RAM that is required. Oh wait, I already have that. I just don't own a new new enough computer.
Yeah, that's the problem with the problem with.
The problem is it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with you. So anyway, we got some buffering, and I haven't seen any in a while. I went to the store and was trying to get some buffering. We can listen live here. Let's see.
I have it on good authority, firsthand experience.
So it's coming through okay now. I was watching it there a minute ago, like during that message we were leaving. It was a lot of buffering. So let's keep going. We got about 15 more minutes, Martha.
Yes, I'm trying to open a new window.
Everything's just fucking. While we're waiting, we can check out something here. See if it's gonna let me play this or not. But
Don't ever get in an automobile with a stranger. Uh-oh. Better get a closer look at this.
Hi there. I'm looking for someone who'll take care of this puppy.
I'm sorry. We're not allowed to accept gifts from people we don't know. That's using the old noodle, Jack. Now, this bike is just right. Sounds like something out of the Three Bears.
Watch out for cars. Even parked cars can sneak up on you. The cars you share the road with are bigger and faster than you, so don't pick an argument with them.
You know, there are so many temptations around that they even have their own name. Attractive nuisances. Reminds me of some girls I know. Things like trains, trucks, junkyards, old cars.
Be sure you know what you're putting in your mouth.
That's the same rule I use at my Aunt Maribel's house.
Most snakes and spiders won't bother you if you don't bother them.
Mark
Now, how
Duplass.
can we be sure we're not bothering them? I mean, maybe they don't like my deodorant. I've been stung by bees before. It hurt, but it didn't kill me.
You remember that picture of the barefoot boy walking along a country road chewing on a weed?
Sure.
Gary, does blood leave a permanent stain on cotton?
What?
Just ask any great athlete or they'll say that the poets have safety on their minds. Now you will too. And so will I.
That was some clips from the famous kids safety video for safety's sake. Gary Coleman. Go check that out. Not right now, but later. Does blood leave a permanent stain on cotton?
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone
I'm tired
number.
of hearing this motherfucker. About 3 times in a row we heard that motherfucker. That motherfucker with that hairsprayed helmet head. Hello, I'm an average guy. There's a guy that seemed to be having a discussion with Gary Coleman there. Some guy wearing a fishing hat. He looked a lot like Mark Duplass.
Your call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance purposes. Please hold for the next available agent.
Mark Duple ass. Yellow.
Oh, yep, they hung up.
Okay. Well, that was a good prank call, wasn't it? We didn't.
Let's
Boy,
call
we don't.
that hotel back.
We don't even have to try. We just call them up and they go, "Yep, I guess this is a prank. Someone's calling us." And they hang up. No more chat in the chat. No more talking in the chat. Is everything going okay? I don't see any more. Oh, wait. Let's see. I'll refresh the page here just to be safe. Yeah.
It's a Bendelson of cocaine.
The Bedminster
situation.
Type 42. I'd like a Bedminster Type 42.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Boy, oh boy. That was a fun time calling that number.
Oh boy, oh birdo.
Our sponsor tonight is a beef jerky company. Not really. Tonight's show brought to you by you. Thanks for your donations. If you're a donator, a donor, a donator, a donor, a donor, a donationator. Here for the comment says we're still here. That's good.
Love you a lot.
Love you a lot. It's getting late in the show, and we're not getting a lot of angel answers. So I think we got some people just going to sleep, falling to sleep. And we've had a rough time getting answers during this pandemic. We've noticed that. Oh, anybody got a? Hang on, let me get out my Commodore. Hang on.
That's a fax machine.
Oh, God damn it! Remember when we would go to our mom's office and get on the old computer there, and we would find numbers that we would hear, other modems picking up, and we would call. We would use the old attention dial tone command on the computer and tell it to dial that number, and of course we couldn't log in and stuff, but we would just, those are the good old days. Yes. And of course there are still systems like that out there. You just dial in on a phone, and they just basically, I don't think any humans actually use them, but I'm sure there are still systems out there that communicate via a phone line just because it's the way they've always done it. Folks, how are you? How you doing in this pandemic? Are you doing all right? Am I talking loud enough over the rings?
You have reached the voicemail box of
somebody that blah 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 blah.
9-8.
Apple butter inside your rectum. It's a service we're providing, and we'd like for you to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't reject it. Just enjoy it. We're giving it to you. Love you a
creamy.
lot.
It's creamy, and it's you like it. Your partner will like it.
To send your message, press 1 at any time. To listen to your message,
Apple butter inside your rectum. It's a service we're providing, and we'd like for you to enjoy it. Yeah. Don't reject it. Just enjoy it. We're giving it to you. Love you a lot.
It's creamy, and it's you like it. I liked it, even though I screamed at the beginning. Apple butter. Apple butter. Is it time to end the show? Is it about that time to wrap the show up? Is that what we're doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Consumer Cellular. One of our representatives will be happy to help you today. Normally, I would transfer you, but our offices are currently closed. But you can reach us in just a few hours.
That's what it sounded like it was playing there, the little tune when it answered. Like a new age version. Some synthesizers.
Some of that new age bullshit.
Fuck that. Hi, Trent Table Steak. Table Steak. Boy, it's tough getting answers in a pandemic.
I'm sorry, the party you are trying to reach has not set up voicemail on 256-586-3489. To send a message to another subscriber, enter the area code and phone number of the person you are trying to reach, or press star to enter your own mailbox.
I'm sorry. The person that didn't set up their voicemail.
Thank you for using the voice messaging server. Goodbye.
A server? Oh boy. It's sophisticated. I'm sorry. I have to talk quietly or my husband will beat me. My husband finds out I'm up this late at night doing voicemail messages to you. All right. Does the dialing continue, or is it time to call it a night? Yeah. Yellow.
And we're dialing a number.
New kind of mammals. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for listening to us. Fucking.
Different types of mammals.
Thanks for listening to us noodle around here and try to find a fucking person who will answer in a pandemic in the middle of the night. It's tough.
Like to listen to the songs I had reserved.
Reserved for what? The end of the show.
Being placed on hold.
Oh. Who's being placed on hold? Oh yeah, that. Bit of bad dudes. We continuing on here?
Pran Funkels.
Is the show continuing, or is that the end of the show?
is the question. Either way, we want to thank you for listening. Maybe there's some more calls happening here. I don't know. I'm your host, Ted Cars. And I'm just here, and I'm not Dick from Dick and Dog. Ted Cars. Ted Cars is my actual name.
Farting around is your game.
Ted Cars is my name. Fighting around and trying to sell cars is my game. Ted Cars. Come get some Ted Cars. I got a 1978 Dodge Diplomat that I've mentioned 3 times on the show tonight now. It's a 1970... The special thing about this 1978 Dodge Diplomat is that it appeared on the... In some of the...
Skarsky and Hutch.
No, that was a Torino, I believe, but... This special Dodge Diplomat, it was a silver Dodge Diplomat that appeared in the transitional scenes on Cheers. You know, when they would cut to a scene from outside and you'd see a funky old car going by. That was
Mr. John Ratzenberger.
Yeah, we're coming full Ratzenberger circle. Full circle
Mr. Ratzenberger came really hard when he saw this.
He did. When he saw this 78 Dodge Diplomat. You need to come down to Ted Cars. All right. What do we got? What do we got going here? Oh, yeah. While listening to this song, I've been spoken a lot about the Dodge Diplomat tonight, so I was just looking at some Dodge Diplomat. Well, they made those fucking things till 1989. And I'm fairly certain it's the
Dodge Diplomat is the car of choice of Mr. Mike Ehrmantraut. I don't know if I ever knew that.
I think that's
New Yorker.
Yeah.
I think, you know how like, I think it's the same thing basically. Kind of like how GMC has a Yukon and Chevy has a Suburban.
It's a Chrysler.
Yeah, Chrysler and Dodge, that's the same company. Okay, the Chrysler Fifth Avenue is like basically the same thing, I believe, unless this is wrong.
Yeah.
Fifth Avenue. The Fifth Avenue is like, I mean, it's almost the exact same thing as the Diplomat, Dodge Diplomat.
It will make you go crunch.
Yeah. Yeah, the New Yorker and the Diplomat, I think, are the same car exactly.
It will make you go crunch.
You will be forced to go crunch. Do we have any more numbers to call? Or is that the show? Yes? Hello? Fifth Avenue. Alright, more music. It's the newer, like the newer Diplomats and Fifth Avenues are pretty close. If not the exact same car, man, they look a lot. So anyway. Alright, folks. Is this it? Are we closing the show down? Are we shutting down we pulling the tent down for tonight?
I'm certainly not pulling a tent down.
I'm pitching a tent, naked dog in the morning.
You are certainly not the reason I am pulling a tent down.
Hello, this is the racing guy. And I would like to speak to you about your chocolate chew. I do not think it's a good chocolate chew for you. Does not promote laughter and fun.
I am placing a call, and you're placing a call as well.
What do you say? You think this is some chocolate-covered Tootsie Roller bullshits? I am
calling places.
I will making violence to you if you don't have a good chocolate choice. You take chocolate.
I am making violence as you are as well.
I'm making violence on your chocolate chew because it is bullshit. Chocolate chew. It is Tootsie Roll. That's bullshannon. All right.
Ankle to the pop.
That's how we make fun of people what don't speak English. You're the one who loves laughter and fun. The fun brand new the racing chocolate chew.
There is always a reason to count on you.
Wait, you forgot to say the laugh's on your side. How will people know what side the laugh's on?
The laugh is on my side.
The laugh's on your side.
No problem for you.
You take things easy. No problem for you. The racing chocolate chew. Oh, man.
That's so good. All that reason, all that chew. Just right for you. Okay. Let's either make a call or end the motherfucking show. How about that? Here for the comment says, give these two reason guys a radio show. We need to have a show that's just... It's all just the reason guys, you know?
We don't know how to make a show.
We can make a real good show. It will be about... I don't know. It will have to be... They say make some shows about things that you know. It will be about that Reason Chocolate Chew. Right? That's all we know. It's how to sing about the... We know about all that Reason and Chocolate Chew. We know... Let's see. I'm counting on my fingers. We know the laughs on your side. Yeah. This should be a good podcast for about 6, maybe 7 episodes.
And minutes are going to play.
Minutes work? Minutes work?
Cybernator? What is this?
Okay, what was that? What was that?
Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Hey, that's a novel idea. Let's do that. It's a good idea.
I'm sorry, the party you are trying to reach has not set up voicemail on 256.
That's the same number you called a minute ago.
Just for kicks.
With the bitch that is going to get slapped by her man. I'm sorry.
Please leave your message for 32328333055.
Sounds like a Cybernator.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were playing. Were you playing a version of that?
No.
Okay, that's kind of what it reminded me of. That's a really good soundtrack. Cybernator, Super Nintendo, Konami. That's probably that's a good one. That's right up there. Well, at least that song. I don't know. I don't know how much. I haven't listened to this whole soundtrack in forever, but that's a good one. That's a good one, folks. We need to have our show where we just talk about video game music and play it. There's a lot of those out there, video game podcasts. But are they live on YouTube? I don't fucking think so. So that's where we got them. We got the edge. All right. BB says, hey, if the Geico cavemen and the Crash Test Dummies could get their own primetime TV shows, then the way is paved for us recent guys. We are the one who loves
laughter and fun. The fun brand new.
The recent chocolate show. Alright, this has turned into a video game music show.
That's like a Pran Funkels.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, the box to the Cybernator. It says, it's the biggest thing ever to hit Super NES. A 5-story tall, take no prisoners Cybernator with hyperspace propulsion and 360 degrees firing range. Sounds like a real fun game. I remember renting that back in the day. Fifth Avenue.
Peanut butter crunch.
Car slamming on the brakes.
Peanut butter crunch.
Peanut butter crunch.
Hershey's Fifth Avenue. It'll make you go.
Here's a trivia question. Hershey's no longer makes, in quotes, Fifth Avenue. Who makes it now? You'll never guess. Well, silence is not the right answer. Anybody in the chat know? Fifth Avenue. BB says that the reason the chocolate raisin guys could get a movie. Yeah. Is it time to go? Is it that time of night? Well, you're in control of the broadcast there, Cody. Fifth Avenue. It will make you wreck your car.
Hershey's Fifth Avenue. It'll make you go.
It'll make you slam on your brakes.
Stephen Wright will make it go crunch.
It'll make you slam on your brakes. It's like those great 1990s commercials with lots of tude, lots of attitude. They had to get the 1930s crooner guy. They had to have him scream peanut butter into the microphone. Peanut butter crunch! You got to get people's attention by screaming. It's the 90s. It's a commercial. So, oh boy. Here for the comment says, I'm going to say Eminem, I'm going to say ConAgra Foods makes Fifth Avenue. And they may be affiliated with them, but it's advertised now, at least on TV, that I believe. Am I wrong? Let me just make sure before I make an asshole out of myself. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm getting this confused with. I guess does nobody make this anymore? I guess it's still around. You just don't see it. You know what? I was getting it mixed up with. I was getting it mixed up with Take 5.